It's a great time to entertain and organize for that summer soiree or a sunset dinner party. It can be challenging. It's a little daunting. You want it to be aesthetically pleasing, all the things chic, cute.
That's right, chic and cute. Here to give us tips on planning the perfect party by creating the perfect tablescape that will wow your guests is event planner Cameron Forbes. Welcome back to the show.
Thank you for having me, ladies.
Oh, well,
I started over here because you have place cards, and Coco's place setting looked gorgeous.
All these place setting looks gorgeous. Okay, how important is being organized when creating an unforgettable party?
I would say being organized is one of the most important parts because you want to be able to enjoy yourself on the day of your event, and being organized, planning ahead is just going to help you actually enjoy the experience and not be running around last minute worrying about tiny details.
Amen.
Amen to that. So you say creating a beautiful table is key to setting the theme, really, for the party.
Yeah, I would say, starting with your tablescape and, selecting your aesthetic, what color scheme you're thinking about, what theme you're thinking about. That really allows you to then go through all the different event elements, whether it's catering, invitations. You can all kind of start with that once you have the tablescape.
So what are some of the key elements that go into a well-designed tablescape?
So I would say the number one piece is definitely your centerpiece. So as you can see here, we have some different candles. We have these beautiful hydrangea arrangements.
That are real. These are real flowers.
And again, this is super inexpensive. I got these at Trader Joe's this morning in the city. Really easy. And with bud vases, you don't need a ton of flowers, so it looks great. Also have some taper candles, some votives. So I would say start with your centerpiece and then kind of build out from there.
Okay, after the centerpiece, what do we go to next? Because this isn't quite nautical, but it's sort of seascapey-ish.
It is giving summer with the seascape.
Yeah, I think it's giving summer with the block print, the coloring of the kind of pink, blue, and white. I really think with tablescapes, it's all about layering.
Yes.
So building texture, tone, depth, dimension. So, having my napkins, the fringe napkins with the coral napkin holder. And, building more texture and tones, bringing in some pink with these custom menus, place cards. All these elements really build up to create a really fun visual moment.
And there's a lot of varying heights here. How does that play into our goal?
Yeah, I would say, you never want to have your tablescape just be all one height or all one layer. So having, the different heights of the shorter votives, the taller taper candles, the bud vases, all of these elements, just really draw the eye into the tablescape. And I think, having that depth, dimension, and height just makes it that much more interesting and aesthetically pleasing.
I think so too. And I also love that it's not too matchy-matchy, like you're still on the color wheel, because here you're sitting down, you put your napkin in your lap, and oh, here is this pink menu and pink little votive. How do we avoid being a cliche?
Yeah, I think it's really about thinking about tones and colors that complement each other. So here the pink, blue, and white all kind of go together. And again, you can do the matchy-matchy, more kind of one monochromatic color. But I do think, when you bring in the vintage, modern, all these different colorful elements, it just makes it that much more kind of fun and elegant and eclectic.
I like that.
And last but not least, you say, and I love and I understand why, the attention to detail and personalization is just a nice touch, because I'm sorry, look, this is precious.
Look at
the name.
Yeah, I think having these custom elements like place cards, menus, and again, this isn't super difficult. I made these on Canva using one of their templates, easily printed out with the printer. So between that and the Trader Joe's flowers, you can really do this, inexpensive and pretty cost effective.
And I'm gonna remember, I went to Cameron's party and she had my name in a little piece of coral.
There you go.
Exactly.
Well, Cameron, thank you so much for once again enhancing our tablescaping by beginning first with organization. We appreciate it. If you want more ideas from Cameron, go to ForbesFunctions.com.